Hey guys, Kate here, and I'm out in my backyard, actually my carport, and I'm here to show you how you can get an awesome workout with just one band. Not going to be in a gym. We're just out here in our backyard, or if you're in your house or wherever you are, or you need to get a good workout in and you only have one piece of equipment. Also travels really well. So if you bring this with you in a suitcase or a backpack, you can do some of these exercises with a cable at a gym, so you can repeat these at a gym if you want to. But here I am, I'm going to show you a 3-part series. We're going to do 3 exercises standing using this pole as an attachment to aid our exercises. We're going to do 3 exercises freestanding, so if I have nothing to hook my pole onto, and then finally we're going to do 3 exercises on the floor, and that's going to be attached to the pole as well. So all going to give you a great full body workout. You're going to work upper body, lower body, core, glutes, hamstrings, lats. We're going to get it all in. So without further ado, let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my pole, take my band, and notice that I don't have handles here. I just have these little carabiners. So you can use the band with handles if you want to. It's not required. I'm just going to hold on to it as you work. So the first thing we're going to do here is a resistance band row. So we're going to do this with 2 arms. You could do a single arm, but so let's say your band is super light and you want to give yourself something more advanced, something more of a challenge. But for now, we're going to start about, let's say halfway between your chest and like your belly button. So around this area here, but your ribs. So we're going to take this around. We're going to keep it in both hands. And first I'll show you from the side. I'm going to stand up nice and tall, and I'm going to pull the bands back toward my body by squeezing my shoulder blades or your scap blade together. So extending and squeezing here. And if you want to make this more challenging, you walk backwards. If you want to make it easier, walk a little forwards. The further away you go from your fixed point is the more challenging it's going to be for the resistance band. And that's what makes the band so great and so versatile. So let's do 3 sets of 10 for this exercise. Okay, let's say 3, 2, and I'm going to show you from this angle. 1. All right. And then for the next exercise, we're going to turn around and bring us into a chest exercise. So you can keep your legs nice and square, adjust your band as needed. I'm going to start with my hands. Again, I'm just gripping onto my hands, and they're going to be a little bit, think of your arms as like an arrow. You don't want your elbows up here. You want them a little bit more down. This is like our push-up position. If you were going to push somebody, this is how you would do it. You would push somebody like this, right? Okay, so here we go. I'm going to stand nice and tall, squeeze my glutes, keep my core tight, and push forward and back. Okay, so we're going to do it for 10. So we got our upper body on our back side, our posterior, now our anterior with the front side. And I'm pushing right in front of those shoulders, bringing it back. So I want my hands to come together. It's a great exercise to mimic what you would do on a dumbbell bench exercise. Okay, nice. And then we're going to bring this into a lower body exercise with not necessarily using the bands here, but this is a reverse lunge. For a lot of people, if you're going to be on one leg, holding on to something, of course, gives you a little bit of stability. So we're going to hold on to our bands as we do our reverse lunge. So I'm going to stay in my left leg. My right leg is going to step back. There I go. Stepping back. My knee comes down toward the floor. And I'm holding on to this band just to give me a little bit of stability. Okay, we're doing those 10. I'm not like holding on super tight, nice and light. Let's go 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Step together, and I'm gonna do the other side. So right leg's gonna stay put. I'm gonna move my left leg back. This time I can bring it this way. You can see more of what that looks like. 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so we're going to do just this circuit. Like I said, 3 sets of 10 is a great set and rep scheme to shoot for. As you progress, you can make your reps higher, like go up to like 10, 12, 15, or you can get a heavier band. And that would be an example of how to progress and advance your exercise as you get stronger. So let's do it all again so you can see the whole thing. So first thing, take a break. And I didn't mention this before, but what can you use to attach this to? Guys, anything, okay? You can use, if you got a swing set in your backyard, that can be a great option. If you have a really steady banister on the edge of your stairs, either in your house or outside your house, that can be great, like those balustrades that you can hook onto. And don't be afraid to change the height of things, right? So let's say I had a straight line, like a straight pole like this, but it wasn't tall. I could sit down for my row. Yeah, here. So I can sit down here. Let's say my pole stops around here. I'm using the stairs. You can do the seated row here. Okay. This kind of takes away from your reverse lunges, but you can do the option of kneeling, get in front of your knees for your chest press and do that same exercise here, okay? So that's just an example of how you can make this even more versatile. Let me just finish out about 5 reps. So here we go, squeezing shoulder blades back. 4, 3, 2, and 1, okay? And then I'm gonna turn around for that chest press. Finish out about 5 reps. And go, you're doing 10, okay? I just did a couple sitting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Of course, if you need to make it more challenging, walk out a little bit more, right? And then to reverse the lunge, I'll just do 5 each side, again, just to show you the whole circuit. 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Switching legs. Again, one leg stays put. I'm staying strong in my core. You can also let go of your band if you feel really stable, or if you have a weight that you want to bring into your hands here to make this more challenging. You can totally do that too. The resistance band in this part of the exercise is just to give you a little bit of stability so you're not falling over. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next part, the next circuit of this exercise, this workout. And that one is going to be freestanding. So I'm going to grab my band that was on my pole here, and I'm going to get into my freestanding exercise. So all I need here is just my body, the resistance band, and that's it. So the first thing I'm going to do is a deadlift. Okay, so for these exercises, you're going to bring it under the band under your feet, about hip width apart. Okay, and if you're not super comfortable or familiar with deadlifts, it's okay to skip this one, guys. Don't worry. Choose another exercise that you like to do for your lower body. I'm going to move this way so you can really see me. But the most important thing for a deadlift is that it's a hinge exercise, not a squat. And it's not bending over, rounding your back. It's going to work your glutes and your hamstrings. It's like you're pushing your feet into the floor. Instead of picking up a weight in our deadlift, we're going to pull up on that resistance. Our pulling up of the resistance is still just keeping the arms nice and easy and fixed on your bands, not pulling up, okay? So our legs are doing the work. We're starting here, core super strong, shoulders pulled back, lats are engaged. And so it's really a whole body workout. We're focusing on the legs, and we're gonna bring our hips forward, squeeze, and bring it back down. So 10 reps here, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking straight out, 6, pull my shoulder back, 7, 8, I'm feeling this in my butt, 9, and 10. For the next exercise, we're gonna turn toward the front so you can see me. This one's gonna be more of a squat. So you're gonna be a little bit more upright here, okay? So you can either keep your feet where they are. I'm gonna cross my bands, stand nice and tall. It's gonna be a squat. We're gonna be moving side to side. Okay, so really like a light squat. We're gonna hold that position. Again, I'm a little bit more upright. I'm not bringing my butt back, and I'm gonna walk side to side. I don't have a lot of room here, so I can go like 3 to 5 reps this way and then this way. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I can go a little bit further next time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is this doing here? I am in a squat, but I'm also getting, say, 3 times each side. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And of course, in this exercise, make sure that this band doesn't pull you forward. You want to stay nice and upright here. Okay. Okay, but in this exercise, yes, I'm getting all of those muscles activated and engaged that you usually get in a squat. So your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, and of course, doing my best to keep my upper body nice and tight. But when you step outwards to the side like this, pushing against the band, and again, you're not, right, pushing this way, you're structured here, that is going to activate your abductors as well. So those are the muscles, side of your glutes, side of your thighs. Those are really important that we don't really work a lot in our programs. In most exercise programs, or classes, let's just say, in general, we tend to forget about abductors as we're moving back and forth or up and down. And those muscles are actually really important to help you get external rotation in your knee. You get too tight in your groin, your hip flexors, they tend to cave in, but then also you tend to just get tight here in your hip flexors, and you don't have as much, working the muscles on the outside of your glutes. It can cause some hip flexor issues, some tightness. So in general, make sure that you don't forget your abductors and your lateral movement side to side. It's also going to be really important for anybody that needs to move like this in their life, whether it's for sports or, grabbing your kid before it runs across the street or whatever. So okay, let's do that one more time, that whole circuit. So deadlifts. Oh, I've got one. Whew. Upper body. So I'm going to bring this, we're going to do a bicep curl. Okay, so I'm back in that hip width part position. Again, this is where I was for my deadlifts and my walks, and it's okay to take a break in between your exercises like I just did to talk to you. This is just simple bicep curl. So we're going to stand here. Again, you can have your handles here, or you can do what I have here, the hammer curl style, with my thumbs up grip. I don't have my thumbs up, they're down, but it's like a thumbs up. And I'm gonna pull up on my band. And this is all upper body. Of course, I'm not using my legs, I'm not using anything else, I'm not bringing my body into it. I'm gonna do 10 here. Try to keep your shoulders where they are. You don't wanna swing up or anything. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Of course, you're keeping your core tight, doing everything else there. Okay, take a second, shake it out, and then you're gonna do that whole circuit again. Deadlifts. So again, this is the top of the circuit now. Deadlifts, squats with your lateral movement, and bicep curls. So here we go, onto the deadlifts. I'm gonna get my feet ready. Okay, here we go. And I'm coming down and squeeze. Push my feet into the floor. If you want to make this more challenging, you can grab more of that band. 3, 4, but we're not pulling. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'll turn to the side. This time I'll start whoop, whoop, on one side. Bonus reps right there to set myself up. Those are the best reps. Okay. I'm going to pull my shoulders back, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ideally, that's what I would have done before. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. And we'll go one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel that burn the outside of your legs on both sides. 4, keep your core tight. 6, 7, 8, feel that burn, and 10. Woo! Shake it out. You can drop your bands here if you need to. Woo! Bicep curl, here we go. Grab your bands, set up, right? In that position, we can go this way this time. Woo! And 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! All right. feel free to do another set. I am going to move on and show you that third circuit where we do our 3 exercises on the floor using that pole. Guys, here I am now on my mat, and we're going to get into the lowest of the floor, lying down exercises for this last circuit. So we're going to do a hamstring curl. We're going to do a plank option or plank with some lateral option. And then we're going to do, last exercise, some tricep skull crushers. So getting everything going here. So for this one, if you have the carabiners, cool, that would be helpful for these hamstring curls. So I'm gonna hook it low. If you don't, there's a way to loop your handles together. You can send me a message about that and have a video to show you. So for now, we're gonna lay down on my mat, but I'm gonna hook my feet around the band, and you wanna make sure that it's gonna stay on the back of your heel. I'm gonna do both legs. Okay, hooked it around. I'm gonna lay down on the floor, and the exercise here is to pull up on this band. Okay, and this is squeezing the glutes and hamstrings. I'm staying pretty relaxed in my upper body, but you also don't want to relax, okay? And you just totally, and you do want to be in a position where it's not super easy as your legs go back. So really squeeze. 3. So let's say that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. All right. So come on up, and have you. Now your body is going to go inside the band. And this is going to be our plank walk. If you have this available to you. All right. And if this bothers you, if you're like, as you're moving with it, then you can skip the band. The band is just going to be a little resistance as we're moving side to side. See, we're talking about 5 seconds. So you're going to come up onto a plank. I actually learned this exercise from the TB12 class in Boston on Boyle Street. Thanks, Tom Brady. Okay, so we're up on our plank, and we're going to move it out to the side. 2, 3, and bring back 1. With control. 2, 3. Bring it up. 1, 2, 3. It's okay to kind of move your hands and feet a bit differently. And one more. 1, 2, 3. But 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So because we did one side, you gotta do the other. Turn it around. This way. All right. Same thing. We're away from the pole in that plank. Okay. Working our shoulders as we do this and our core. Now do this coming towards you. 1, 2, 3. Hands out. 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Stay turn on the core. 1, 2, and 3. Woohoo! Last one. Last exercise. We're gonna work your triceps, muscle on the back of your arm. Okay. We're gonna think of this like a hammer throw, but we're laying on our back. So we're gonna come on down here. This is another exercise that you can repeat. You were on a bench with dumbbells. So I'm gonna hold this. And again, you could be unhooked now with these carabiners or handles. But I'm gonna bring this out right in front, bottom right in front of my shoulders. I'm gonna scooch forward because the work here is gonna be coming back and then forward. You might want to think about doing this with one band if you have really tight bands here. I'm really gonna have to work here on this one. But bring it out. We're gonna nice and low with the band, and the work is gonna be pushing out. 1, 2. My hands are going back toward my forehead, keeping my elbows at a 90-degree angle. I'm keeping my knees bent and my feet on the floor for a little bit of stability. Let's make it harder. You can probably make your feet it doesn't really make a difference. Squeeze my shoulder blades together as I do this. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Okay. There's your 3 exercises lying down using your band. So we're going to do that whole thing one more time. If you want to throw another set for those 3 sets, go for it. But here we go. I'm going to get into my hamstring curl. Just a little bit. Put 1 foot around. And then the other one. Walk it out. And this is the kind of thing, like I said, you can do this with a cable at a gym. Doesn't need to be with a band. You really like the circuit, but you aren't working from home or working out from home, then you can do that. So here I am, nice and strong, my upper body, or not fully relaxed my upper body. 3, 4, 5. And you notice here, I didn't mention this before, you don't want your toes pointed, you want them flexed. You can really keep your feet on the bands. Here we go. 3, 2, nice and strong, or sorry, stable. You don't want to just let your legs go back. Cool. Sometimes I lose my words a little bit. I always bring it back. Here's our plank work. And over. Here I am. Again, if you don't like this, how this feels, that's okay. Do what feels okay for you. All right. Workouts are about finding the balance of challenge and what feels unsafe. If you don't feel secure, if you're worried about doing an exercise or how it feels, then you're not going to be engaged in your exercise, and that takes away from that. So do what feels okay right now. You want me to plank and walk without the band or the cable or whatever, do that. All right. So coming up, we go on our walks. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I didn't mention this before, but make sure that your butt's not coming up like this. Okay. This is no longer a plank. This is now a downward dog. So keep your shoulders over your wrists. It's a nice visual to help yourself think about your butt from coming up. Okay. And we turn around. Bring my body around this way. Coming towards you this time. Hands down. Plank. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, and 3. Woo. All right, one more. Take your body out. Okay, Skullcrushers. Working those triceps. We got our bicep in the front, and we get a tricep back. Notice that's the same motion. Curling up for a bicep, pushing down or away for a tricep. Opposite muscles. Same thing as we're pulling toward our body for a row. We're pushing away for a chest, and that works those muscles on either side of our body. We want to be nice and even on both sides. That's how we prevent injury and look awesome. We get super strong. Bring yourself down. Line it up. And here we go. Let's reach forward. 1. Get a little lower, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice I'm not moving forward in my shoulders. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Let it go. You take a stretch here. Let those knees come out to the side. Oh, great job, everybody. Your arms down and then over. Other side. Always good to get stretch in after your workout. And then when you're ready, bring yourself over. Be great to do a couple more stretches there at the end while you're lying on your mat. In the meantime, thanks for working out with me. Thanks for getting a great workout. Thanks for learning how to be creative with your movement and with the equipment that you have and the space that you have. It's going to pay off in the long run. Anytime that you aren't able to get to the gym or you're just feeling frazzled and need to get a movement in wherever you are. You don't have to think about trying to go to a studio or a gym or anything like that. You don't have to stress about that when you just need to get down on the mat, get up, moving, make your body feel good, then it's here available for you. Just gotta think outside the box, think outside the building sometimes. But hope this was helpful. I look forward to the next one. Bye, guys.